So what we have talked about in the House is we've had two bipartisan proposals that I've been a part of that we have put forward months ago, saying that these are the general parameters. We want to get rid of those $0 premium plans because of the potential for fraud. We want some kind of income caps. We would like to see also some potential for reforms, like cracking down on PBMs, so you could bring down the cost of health care.
That's a bipartisan
in the long term
issue.
It is bipartisan. All of these things had bipartisan support. We rolled out those two packages, but unfortunately, what we saw in the House was our team didn't have the requisite members willing to support it to get it actually a vote on the floor. And at the same time, you saw the Democrats and Hakeem Jeffries actually block their members from signing on to those bipartisan discharge petitions. If they would have done that, we could have been much further along in this discussion. We could have avoided the lapse at the end of December. We could have had one of those bipartisan solutions get over to the Senate. What you're seeing now is, unfortunately, the lapse has occurred. Our efforts in the House are keeping this conversation alive, and what is going on in the Senate is they are looking at plans very similar to what we had already proposed here in the House, and so hopefully we'll get to one of those resolutions.
What's the conversation when you're in the cloakroom and I'm not around with a microphone and a camera here? Is it, hey, you're making this hard on me, what are you doing to our party? Or is it, thanks for giving me cover here and voting for this?
I think there are certainly some people that are just totally opposed and they're not going to change. And that's their own right, and they represent their districts. At the same time, what I've been pleasantly surprised with is some people in our party that were initially opposed. They've been willing to have reasonable conversations with me. I explain what's going on in my district at home, why this is so important to us, and give the example like I did about the restaurateur. And it's not just him, but it's other small business owners, realtors, other individuals that used to be in what we considered association health plans, and they were able to get their health care through an association, whether it's a Chamber of Commerce, a Realtors Association, or otherwise. They've now been pushed to that Obamacare market. They've seen these increased premiums over the years, and so they're looking for relief. And so when I give that explanation to my fellow colleagues, some of them will come around and actually say, hey, I appreciate you sharing that with me. Don't disagree with you. And they say we're open to seeing what comes out of the Senate.
And that's how you get to 17 Republicans today. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
The number has been increasing, and so we're gonna continue to work in a bipartisan way, and hopefully we'll get more support. And if something does come back from the Senate, I think that number of 17 is actually going to grow much further.